Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear missile ready.
What's good, StarCraft fans? My name's Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier, coming to you live on Wednesday, May 15th, 2019. Thank you all for joining us so early. I hope you're excited. for this fantastic show match we've got for you today. It's going to be Pacomike versus hinO. Good old classic PVZ. Few more classic matchups in any type of matchup in all of history. Before we get into the game, though, I want to do a quick shout out to one of our fabulous sponsors. Starting off, I want to go to 24-Hour Fitness. Do you frequently find yourself not going to the gym because motivation doesn't hit you until late at night when the gym is closed? Well, if you said yes, then I have the answer for you. I'd like to give my recommendation to this conundrum for 24-Hour Fitness. As the name implies, all 436, that's right, 436 locations are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can go to the gym any time of the day, any day you want. Access to all locations will include a free fit plan, studio classes, pools, cardio equipment, all of that included in your membership. You can get a free 7-day membership to try it out, and tell them we sent you. They love to hear from you. Thanks so much, 24-Hour Fitness. Alrighty, we are going to get set to go into the game. Let me just make sure the players are ready, and we will head on in. Okay. Here we go. Game number 1 will be played on year 0 of this best of 9. We're going to be ready to go. For those of you who are churros, we have Enki on the Spanish stream, so I know my English is incredible, but if you just prefer a little more spice in your casting, head over to Enki or Enkai. NK, who knows? I think it's Enki. And he will get all your spicy salsa needs. But here we go. We are loaded in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce our players. Coming all the way from Alpha X. An in-house little show match for you. He is the Red Protoss, the firstborn. Give it up for Pacomike. And his opponent, the Swarm. Looking to represent all mutants out there proudly. Give it up for hinO. He's looking to do this. Both are looking to do Alpha X proud. Put on some good shows. We've got the Gateway already coming out from Pacomike. Not looking to do any cheeky cannon rushes or anything like that. I'm hoping to see something. In this best of 9, it's really important to mix things up. It's really important to show that you have your own Prima strategy guide, your own little book that you've put together of builds, ideas, mind games, even little fancy things to just poke fun at your opponent. It's important to do this. But we're just gonna have nice, easy, standard openings. No Nexus yet for Pacomike. It's gonna be a little bit late. A little bit later than you can go for. You can get a bit faster if you want, but that is all up to the individual. Looking to go for just some chronode probes as well as some gas. Got 2 probes on gas. Looking to be ready to get things rolling. Cybernetics core going down. So this is an interesting way for walling off. Pacomike is including the pylon in his wall. It's really up to your own individual personal style of what you like to either have it in the wall or behind here. It also depends on the map. Here, it's a little bit harder because if you have the pylon right here, this can really get in the way of your units and get things all clunky, so having it in the wall provides nice, easy access in this really tiny, cramped natural. However, if a Baneling bust comes your way, this is going to be your prime time target. Overlord going to scout things out. Adept going to be on the way first. 4 legs coming up, as well as metabolic boost for those Zerglings. Interesting to note, for you up-and-coming Zergs out there, Once you have enough gas to get metabolic boost, it's important to take 2 drones out of gas and then just have 1 drone mining gas, so you have about 100 to be able to get that layer, and then you can start to put drones back on gas. This is important because Zerg doesn't really need that gas in the opening. They are, in the early game, very mineral heavy. Queens, drones, hatcheries all cost minerals, and that's really all you're going for. So unless you're going for an early roach timing, you don't need that gas. Stalker out as well to hold the gate. The Adept's going to start to shade in, get a little bit of scouting done. Queen's going to chase her away. I wonder what an Adept and a Queen would say if they were out for lunch together, you know? Just two dudettes chilling. Because they both have their jobs, you know? Queen has to take care of her babies, and Adept's gotta try and kill the babies, so I wonder what they talk about. Preemptive... Oh, no. Adept trying to get a drone. But a nice little trick is once the drone takes the first hit, turn it into a spore collar, extractor, whatever floats your boat. Extractor will cost less money, but is farther away. So, do as you may. No creep spread really coming out here yet for hinO. He does have a queen about to pop out of this hatchery to get that going. But let's see the tech of choice coming out here for Pacomike. He's got a robo facility. Going to be able to pump out some warp prisms and immortals. hinO's going to get a scout on this Twilight Council. He does see that the Twilight Council has been working. It is going to be Glaved Adepts as the initial push. So it's looking like Pacomike either wants to put on some Adept pressure or just have some early effective hard countering defense against Zerglings. We'll see what's going to be the choice. Third base coming up here for Pacomike as he looks to expand and up that economy. hinO droning up. Workers about even. hinO actually is about 10 army supply ahead, all in lings and queens. Don't let that deceive you. They are about actually even. 9 roaches on the way, though. That's going to be about as explosive. Looks like hinO's wanting to look for a little bit of pressure, as well as defend against any potential Archon drops, as well as the Adept pressure. Lings don't do very well against Glaved Adepts, so roaches will be how he wants to defend instead of queens. You can either go for roaches or lots of queens. Lots of queens are always a good choice, but look at all those Adepts just 3-shot that queen. They're going to shade away from those lings and start to run away. The roaches are going to start to take some pot shots. The warp prism is actually not going to be supporting the main army. He's actually going to go probably try and go into the main to try and have a double-pronged attack. We do have a Spire on the way to help counter with this. Looking for some Muta play and then transition most likely into Hydras or something of the sort. Most of the Adepts that were left by the Warp Prism are going to get picked off here by the Lings and Roaches, but here come 4 Adepts into the main base of hinO. And these Adepts are going to get 4 drones for their troubles to start, but the drones are going to go back to work. 5, 6, 7. Can I get an 8th? No, it's just going to be a solid 7. 7 is a good number. It's the answer I give to any math question that I don't know how to solve. Which doesn't usually turn out to be right, sadly. So don't try that, kids. That is not a smart tactic. Both players seeming to do fine, even though 7 drones were taken out. hinO's looking to have a pretty healthy economy, as well as banking up some of that gas for those potential mutas. I'm curious, has hinO seen the Spire? He has not, so this is going to completely blindside him. He does have Archons available to be able to get, but no starport of any kind to be able to build Phoenixes to deal with this. We'll see how much hinO wants to commit to the Muta aggression. 9 so far on the way, though he starts to make another Roach. Archon is out, as well as 2 Immortals with a group of Sentries. Looking to get a little bit of damage done, maybe put some pressure onto this third base. I'm liking Pacomike's position, though. He's on even bases with the Zerg, which is always a bonus and benefit. Adept's going to start to try and get rid of a little bit of the creep. Mutas start to come out, but they are going to be going to the top of the map. One almost comes over to this, but we're going to see what happens. Is this is going to force the recall, or are we going to go into some kind of a base trade situation? Here come the mutas. They're going straight for the probe line. 2 probes already down. 3 stalkers are going to be warped in, but I don't think that's going to be enough with this big of a mutaflock. No more mutas are coming out. It's just going to be roaches and ravagers. The stalkers are going to be taken out, and this is going to mean that the mutas are going to have free reign over the probes. 10, 11, maybe even 12 are going to go down. We do have another attack here with the small force, but that's a lot of roaches and ravagers. 2 immortals are going to be doing a lot of good work, but I don't know how much is going to be really done. The mutas are going to start to go to the natural, though a lot of stalkers have been warped in there, are going to be able to defend that. Lots of biles coming down. Both immortals, one of the immortals has fallen. The warp prism's still alive. That's going to be a bit too much for Pacomike. GG is called. He's going to take hinO, sorry, he's going to take game number 1. An excellent use of the mutas, taking them all the way to the top of the base, top of the map, my pardon, and having a really good number of roaches and ravagers to deal with that small force from Pacomike. hinO was reading him like a book. Pacomike had no idea what was coming, and he's going to fall 1-0 in this best of 9. We are going to get our next map section here in a moment to get into game number 2, so bear with me here. Our next map is going to be King's Cove. I like the terrain of this map. It's pretty cool. I think it's a cool style. Righty. Alrighty, folks. We are going to get into game number 2 here on King's Cove. I hope you all enjoyed the first game. It was a good, nice, solid match. The Zerg using its swarm effects to its advantage. Really, aside for that adept push, did not have to deal with too much. Not a lot of pressure was put on. Not really anything preventing the Zerg from playing to their strengths. hinO was not looking to get a 4th base anytime soon. That was a big all-in that he was ready for. But here we go. Ready for game number 2. Here, on the top left side of King's Cove is none other than our red Protoss down 1-0. Put your hands together for Pacomike. His nemesis taking the first round, scoring 1 point. It is hinO. Okay, so again, nothing too out of the ordinary here for either player. Just going to be standard openings again. Now, with this map, you're going to have a lot more open space around in the middle of the map, and there's going to be a couple routes which are narrow chokes. So depending on how you want to play, whether you want to go lurkers or just for a big roach push, you really want to try and get the Protoss out here. You want to drag him out into the middle of the map. Protoss is going to want to get on this high ground, want to get into these nice chokes so you can use force field storms and the like. And really get the Zerg in uncomfortable positions. Protoss is all about making your opponent uncomfortable. That's why so many people have wanted them removed from the game. Protoss doesn't have a lot in terms of numbers to work with, but boy, what they lack for in numbers, they make up for in creativity. Protoss can do so much. However, Zerg's tenacity, ability to multitask and surround. Zergs can utilize their numbers to surround an enemy and just overwhelm. It is so cool to see when you can get something like over here and get a full 360-degree surround. It's almost as good as that surround sound that you get when you go to the nice theater. Just go see Endgame. No spoilers, though. I have seen it. If you have not seen Endgame, highly recommend it. Fantastic game. But we have a little bit of a deviation here at the beginning. hinO is looking to put on some aggression, making a lot of lings early, cutting some drone production, sticking at 20, and is actually going for the baneling nest. We might be seeing a baneling bust, ladies and gentlemen. Yeet doggy. I love myself a good bit of fireworks. Not a full wall off here. We do have the Adept, which is going to need to come and see this, but the Zerglings are fortunately going on the opposite side of the map that the Adept is seeing. The Adept is not going to see anything out of the ordinary. The Queens are just going to go defend. There's a couple of Lings that you'd normally see, but actually the Lings are already into the main base. The wall was not put up in time. I don't even know if we're going to need the Banelings. The Dark Train is on the way for Pacomike, as that's what he's going to rush to. The initial pylon gets taken down. The gateway's not going to be able to produce anything, and the warp gate's going to be stopped. 2 probes have already gone down. 3, and the probes are going to have to run to the main base. The Adept has been recalled, and it's going to be an Adept and a Stalker against 26 Lings with 14 more in production. No Banelings yet to be done. GG is called for Pacomike, and hinO's going to take a quick 2-0 series lead. Excellent sneak tactics from hinO to start game number 2. The power of Zerg is manifest in their ability to rush. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I personally hate facing those because too many times have I not gotten that wall up because I've been like, oh, the Zerg's just gonna do the same old thing, you know? But that was not to be the case today. And we will, in a second, get our next map. Our next map will be Port Alexander. But before we get into that, I have another shout out from one of our fantastic sponsors to do. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of GameStop? They are a fantastic organization that gives power to the players. And now they're bringing it specifically to esports players. They are expanding into the esports scene, really trying to get into that amateur level, to the minor leagues, to bringing in professionals to help us. GameStop is bringing out new programs featuring coaching and more from some of the world's most prominent teams and players, not just for StarCraft, but for a host of games. Visit GameStop's website through the Match Arena quest to learn more and to donate to our prize pool if you already haven't. Check out GameStop. They are fantastic. Alrighty. Make sure our players are ready to go. And oh. Make sure our players are ready to go. I had to make sure I changed the players. And we are just making sure everything's good to go. Alrighty. Here we go. Game number 3. The countdown has begun. Get excited, guys. Get very, very excited. Alright, they are now going to load up into Port Alexander. Now, something that could be done from Pacomike to make sure that a similar thing doesn't happen is, obviously, scouting the Lings if you can, making sure that Adept is lucky enough to go to the same side of the Lings. But don't neglect the wall. Just don't. If you do, you get a little too comfortable, and the Zerg will make you pay, especially in a best of 9 like this. But let's introduce our players. Spawning in the top left side, in the red, as the Protoss race, I want you to get excited and hyped for Pacomike. He's a good guy. And his opponent, currently showing him who he thinks is better. He thinks it's him, I'll tell you that. It is hinO. Okay. So, again, it's just going to be a hatch first out of hinO, no 12 pulling rushes. Same openers on either side. Finding an opener that works for you is very important. The beginning of the game can set the tone for the whole game and even a whole series. If you are a little clunky and a little off on what you do, it will have a ripple effect, domino, butterfly even, into the whole rest of the game and put you a little bit behind. And in StarCraft, it's not about catching your opponent off guard. It's not about the big wow moments. It's about the little wins. And the more little wins you have, add up in StarCraft. He who gets the most little wins typically wins. As the old adage says, that's what my grandpa used to tell me, you know. Back in the 70s when I was not alive and neither was StarCraft. Really quick third base out of hinO, going for a third base at the 2 minutes, actually. Skipping queens to get that quick third base. An interesting choice. I actually haven't seen that before. I like it. I like it, I do. I like it a lot. Still no full complete wall up this time from Pacomike. Really feeling confident to not close that up right away. An early Twilight Council is going to be the tech of choice. Might be looking to do more adept play. Might be going into Blink. Time will tell. Maybe even an Archon rush or DTs. Pacomike was going for a quick DT rush in the last game, but was not able to pull it off due to the quick Ling flood. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to reuse that strategy. Metabolic boost is about halfway done for hinO, as he only has a couple Lings out, a couple more on the way. Queen's finally going to be popping out as the third base completes at the time that it really is normally starting. That is incredibly fast. Pacomike has yet to see it. He has no idea about this. The Adept is just making it to the natural to start to poke around, see what's going to be happening. We'll see how quickly he spots the third. Now he's going to see that the third is completely done, which is going to actually give this strategy of the Dark Shrine a really good chance of working. We do have an Overlord that's going to come in and try and scout it. Nothing here yet to deny the scout. We do have a Stalker out in the wall, but he's not going to be able to deny this Overlord that's going to kamikaze his way in. No lair is yet on the way, so that's going to mean that no Overseers for detection is just going to get lucky on the spores. But here comes the Overlord. He is going to potentially see. Yeah, no, that's going to see. Pacomike sees that the Overlord is out. The Stalker is going to start to chip away, but the Overlord will just now see that the Dark Shrine is out. The lair has started just a little bit before this. That's going to be fortunate timing. No pylon anywhere on the other side of the map. 2 Dark Templar were warped in at the front, however, and to start to make their way across. Spores are going to be going down for that detection, as well as a few extra Lings for defense. The Lings are going to start to scatter around for proxy pylons. But Pacomike doesn't look like he's going to be over-investing into this. He's just going to go drop a pylon and go for that third base. As here come the Dark Templar. Both players at about even supplies. Pacomike a little bit behind on army because of that investment in the Dark Templar. They are going to see that they are seen. They see you looking at me, looking at you, looking at me type of scenario. And that is going to be chased away. There is no Spore in the main base, though an Overseer is morphing. That would have actually been a prime place to go to get some damage done, as nothing would have been there to spot it. Spire, again, coming out of hinO, as Blink has started up. That's going to be a bit more useful than Glaived Adepts. Immortals are also going to be pumped out one at a time here for Pacomike, as the third base is about halfway completed. Few sentries and Adept guarding that. Overlord's going to be spotting all of this, as the Dark Templar are going to get trapped into the main base due to a Warp Prism, but they are actually, wow, 7 drones. That's why I should pay attention, guys. I apologize for that, but 7 drones are going to go down. Immediately going to be replaced, but excellent job on this DT. 4 kills himself. 4 more Dark Templar are going to be warped in to continue this aggression for actually an Archon drop. Units wise, there are 8 roaches to deal with this, as the Spire is about to complete. Not a lot of gas in the tank for hinO, so he's not going to be able to get many mutas out to begin with. A couple are going to start, but here comes the Archons. Going to take out an Overlord for their troubles, as a Dark Templar. Oh. We actually lost our Spanish caster. That is what it said. Nope, he's back. The Dark Templar is now going to come into the third base and start to deal some damage, as the Archons are going to get surrounded by a group of Lings. They're going to get picked up right away and head on out. But 4, 5, 6 drones total go down. That is a lot of drones taken out by those Dark Templar now. A total of 13 have been lost. That's going to give Pacomike a nice worker advantage, as well as about even in army supply. The mutas are out. We only have 5. Those aren't going to be able to do much, as Blink is about to finish. And about full saturation on all 3 bases here for Pacomike. He's going to be gearing up to get boogieing over to the Zerg side. He's got +1 attack coming out to get some damage done. A shield battery to help deal with those pesky mutas. The main army of Pacomike is now moved across the map with a Warp Prism for support, a couple of Immortals, and a couple of Archons. This is a formidable force. I think Pacomike's got a much better chance of getting back into this series instead of going down 3-0. Here he goes. He just charges straight into the natural expansion, ignoring everything. Force fields off the main the ramp leading into the main. A couple of Corrosive Biles are going to go down all over the army. Brilliant! Corrosive Biles force field is going to go down and trap the army, but that has the army has been whittled down to pretty much nothing due to some fantastic Corrosive Biles that landed right in the middle. My goodness, well done by hinO. Since the Protoss just wedged himself in there, there was nowhere for him to go to dodge the Biles. He was just going to eat it, and they landed mostly on the sentries and Archon, really just on everything. If I'm being perfectly honest with you guys, it just landed on everything. And hinO is actually going to be incredibly up in army supply. 82 to 36 right now, as he has cut drone production completely and is looking to finish this game. More Ravagers are going to be on the way. The mutas are going to be supporting from the skies, as well as lots of Lings being created and floating across the map. Can Pacomike hold against this push? We will see. There's only 1 Immortal and a handful of sentries. And some Stalkers and change. That is a lot. Force fields are going to go down. Brilliant force fields. They are going to land on some of the army. The shield batteries are going to try and do as much as they can. Godlike blinks are going to be needed for some Ghostly Micro. The Corrosive Biles are going to get rid of those force fields, and all the roaches are streaming in right into the Protoss mechanical face. Probes dying as they get pulled off the line. Stalkers are all that is left here for Pacomike. The Biles are doing pretty good, landing on some of them. The blink's not really there. The army has been split up and is being picked off one by one. Tons of Corrosive Biles going to come down, taking out the shield battery. Only about 5 or so Stalkers remain. Pacomike's going to GG, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is game number 3. Corrosive Bile, little OP, if you ask me. Just kidding, I love them. I have gotten them to rapid fire, but Pacomike had the right idea. He had the plan of coming in not just with Immortals this time, but with Archons. He got himself into supposedly an ideal situation, but I don't think he realized hinO had the Ravagers that he did. The Ravager Biles were really what was causing the problems. The force fields were excellent, zoning out the army, and had the Archons just been allowed to deal with the Lings and the Immortals to take out the Roaches, I really like Pacomike's position. However, with that, with the Corrosive Bile just landing over everything died so fast. Corrosive Biles do so much damage, and he was in a tough pickle of a situation. Really making it difficult for himself. But well done. GG to both players. That is going to be 3-0 for Pacomike. hinO, pardon me. But we are going to be ready into game number 4. New Repugnancy is going to be the map of choice. And we will be getting right back into it. Nothing but action here at StarCraft 2. Oh, having a little trouble with StarCraft. Alright, no, there we go. We are all good to go. Technical difficulties averted. But New Repugnancy, a bit of a longer map. Give a little bit more time for units to move across. But let us get into our next game. Spawning in the top right side. He needs to come up with something. He needs to resolve his issues, whatever they may be, that are preventing him from winning. It is Pacomike. I believe. Do you believe? I know you do. And his opponent making it look easier than making creme brulee. It is hinO. Okay. What deviations shall we see today? This map is a little bit bigger. You can hide things a little bit easier in the sides. And you can get up to some sneaky shenanigans. I liked what hinO did last time with the really fast third base. It allowed him to get more economy rolling from all of the bases so that when he lost the drones... This is my assumption, guys. This is what I think. Why that worked. I could be completely wrong, but my assumption is it worked. Because even though hinO lost all those drones because he'd been on so many bases for so long, able to just be getting all that economy from multiple bases, he already had the money to deal with those losses. Because one worker, the more workers you have mining from specific patches, from more patches means more money. So if you had 10 mineral patches here, you'd be getting more. You'd be getting faster mining from the same amount, or more mining from the same amount of workers as you would. Yeah, because more of them are able to mine at the same time. At least that's my understanding. But don't quote me, I could be completely wrong. So if someone knows the math better, let me know. But that's my best guess. We've got our first deviation from your standard play. We've got 8lings coming out to begin with, and even more from hinO. He's looking to do the other sneaky strategy where he hides lings going around the other side of the map to sneak them in. A Stargate will be Pacomike's choice. He's been going Robo, hasn't really been working out for him too much. He's going to try and go the Stargate route, get some Oracles, maybe even some Phoenix, see what damage he can get done. Adept's going to shade over. The Zerglings are making their way through the bottom side of the map, as the Adept is going to come down here to scout for a third base. This is about the time you'll be wanting a third base, but I don't think hinO's has any intention. A couple of queens are going to start. No ling, a couple of lings seen, but here come the lings into the front. This time, however, Pacomike was ready. He saw what was coming and got the wall down. He's starting to make the wall more. The first Adept that he has is going to die, however, and he doesn't really have anything. He was able to recall the first Adept, but the Cybernetics core is going to be targeted down. Warp Gate, I don't think, is going to finish. Another Cybernetics core is going to be dropped, as well as a bunch of pylons finishing. A shield battery is going to get not just in time to be able to save that, but I think here that Pacomike is going to be able to hold. He's going to cancel that and has his first Oracle on the way. A Overlord's going to be able to scout this just as it's going to come out. A few Banelings, though, are going to be used. And here comes the bust. Here comes the boom like a green landmine. Bammo! The shield battery and a bunch of pylons are going to go down. The Lings are going to run straight into the main base, ignoring everything. The Lings are going to start to attack the probes. The Oracle is going to have to come back to try and defend. The probes are going to help attack, and the Oracle zapping and zipping all the Zerglings away. 6 probes are going to go down. Is not the worst amount of damage that you could possibly see. But more Lings are here, as well as a couple more Banglings being on the way. The probes are in a really bad spot. 4 more go down, 6 more go down, a lot more go down. That's going to be GG. Pacomike taps out. hinO's going to take game 4. Oh, man. That is rough. Pacomike looking just that everything is just slightly off from hinO doing everything right. I'm really impressed. And hinO might be able to get the sweep here. All right. Before we get into our next game, 1 second here as I message the players. All right, guys, we're going to do our next shout out here. Our next shout out is going to be, again, for GameStop. Guys, GameStop is not just for those over here in North America. It is also for all you baguettes and all you European players out there. They have locations over in Europe as well as a European website dedicated to very specific countries, a bunch of different countries there, but GameStop is there to help all of us. They have locations all across North America and Europe. They have monthly deals that you can check out for all your gaming needs if you're looking for a new game or new console or anything. They have loyalty programs. They have trade-in options, as well as they have services that can help fix any broken consoles or controllers you may have. They are here for you. So guys, check them out today, yesterday, and tomorrow, and maybe a couple days from now. Anything you may need, go to them. They'll have it. GameStop, here for you. Okay. Our next and potentially final map will be Cairo's Junction. That last game, so that's the power of getting the Banelings behind it, because if you were only to go Zerglings, the Protoss is able to hold off decent if they can just get the wall up, get just even one unit. The Protoss only had 1 unit there and was able to just keep the Zerglings from getting in and was able to kill off most of the stuff. But the Banelings as the follow-up are able to get you past the wall. It turns out if you bring a sledgehammer to a brick wall, it works way better than just punching it with your hands. Your hands will get bloody, scraped, potentially even broken. However, if you bring a sledgehammer, that wall is going to be the one hurt. So that is a tip. Always use Zergs. Follow up with the Banelings if you're going to go for that Ling all in. It works way better. But here we go. Game numero 5. I should be doing the Spanish cast. Alrighty. Everyone. He needs your help. His name is Pacomike, and he's in the red. He is Protoss. And his opponent, whose name is hinO, who is blue, but not feeling it because he's up 4-0. He is the Zerg. And is going for the 12 pool. The map won't let me look any over. But imagine I'm zooming in on it at the center. Right there. Okay. So standard play here. Gateway at the front. Probe coming over. Probe's going to be looking. Overlord just about to finish, as well as the spawning pool. Money has been banked up. The drone's gonna go down for the fake, but the probe's not just gonna ignore. Sixlings have been created. Pacomike's gonna be no fool. He sees the spawning pool. He knows what's coming. Let's see what his response will be. A probe is being sent out to complete the wall. It's going to be a gateway, and most likely a cybernetics core because it's done. He does have gas on the way, which will be helpful once the cybernetics core is down. Is complete. Zealot already being pumped out, but the Lings have started their sprint over. The probe's going to try and distract them and keep them from coming over and buy a little bit of time. Drones! The drones have been pulled! The boys! Or if you can even call them that, who even knows what they are? Do drones even have genders? I don't even know. The Zealot is going to... Is the Zealot going to get out in time? It's going to be darn close! Oh, what clutch timing! The Zealot's going to be coming out right now. The drones are going to try and mineral walk through, but have been denied by the pylon. The Zealot is in the back. The drones have started to chip away at the second gateway. The Adept is being chronoed out. Shield batteries have begun to be built. The Zealot is about to fall. The second Adept from the second gateway is out. The drones are nibbling away. The Lings have gotten in. Another gateway is being built. The Adept is rallied behind and is actually going to be protected very well. The Adept is in this nice little pocket. The first gateway has fallen. The drones are going to try and stack and get a little bit of nibbling done on the warp on the gate. That's not going to be enough though, and GG is called. Pacomike stays alive. Congratulations to him on his victory. An excellent hold after a all-in cheese. An essential drone rush. Did I say rough? I meant oh no. You think that's rough. Man, that was... If Ruff played Zerg, that would be what he would do. But, Pacomike stays alive with an excellent hold against a cheeky all-in. And our next map is going to be Cyber. Ugh. That one, that's why it's important to send out a probe scout, kids. Because had there been no probe scout, Pacomike would not have completed the wall in time, and hinO would have gotten in, and that would have been done. Clean sweep, 5-0. You're good to go. But our players are ready, and so are we. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into game number 6. See, I have that many fingers, but only on 2 hands, not on 1 hand. I have a friend that had a 6th finger at birth, though. Fun fact. I feel like it'd be really hard to find gloves if you had 6 fingers on 1 hand. But it might be easier to play StarCraft. 1 more button to hit. 1 more finger to hit buttons with. So who knows? But let's get into game number 6, ladies and gentlemen. I am your current host, Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier, and these are our players spawning in the top right side. The Red Protoss, the man who is now might have a dream. It is Pacomike. And his opponent, who wanted to see if he could do it all. He is blue, and the race of Zerg, he is hinO. Alrighty. So Pacomike, I feel, needs to pull out a little something cheeky himself. hinO's been running the show for the whole series. Even in the last game, even though Pacomike held, he wasn't the one that was deciding what happened. hinO was. hinO has been in the driver's seat, the one with the pants, the whole 9 yards. Pacomike's really got to start to make up some ground, catch an interception, something. All the football references. All of them. Wow, that was a lot of clicking. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the rapid fire clicking out of hinO was ridiculous. That's kind of cool, though. Pacomike's going to steal those minerals. run away with them. Standard opening again out of hinO, out of both players. So no early shenanigans, no early crazy things. hinO actually going to go for that early third hatch, skipping the queens to get the third base done way earlier. Good for him. Good for him. Pacomike making sure to get that wall done ASAP. Don't want any more cheeky Ling Floods breaking through. And just making them probes, making them workers. Having it easy peasy lemon squeezy, as the saying goes. As the old adage says. And yeah, metabolic boost. This is really important in any matchup. I recommend you get metabolic boost unless you have a very specific plan involved. It's like getting warp gate. You should never not get warp gate. Should not. Yeah, we're gonna go with it. And you should never not get metabolic boost. It's essential, and only under the most specific of circumstances should you not get it. Second attempt is actually going to be the follow-up here for Pacomike, looking to maybe even put on some scouting pressure. As the adept's going to go in, scout around, see what hinO is up to. Third base has completed now for hinO. And the queens are out. The queens are marching one by one. Hurrah! Hurrah! The adept's actually going to not complete. There was no queen here. I don't know if the adept was able to see that there was no queen. Going to tickle at that worker that's finished. The adept's actually going to just stay at home and keep anything from getting in that would be unwanted. Stargate going to be the tech of choice again with an Oracle being chronoed out. Hoping to get some damage done. The Adept's still going ham over here and is going to just survive. Nope, now it's going to die. Got a couple of lings for her troubles. 4 in total. The Overlord is going to see the Stargate out. Probably saw the Oracle. Phoenix is going to be the follow-up. As here comes the first Oracle. No second Oracle on the way, but Spores are going to be completing, as well as a couple Queens here already. And that Oracle's taking a ton of damage. Gonna get 2, 3, 4. No, the Queens are actually... Oh! 4 hit points. All the Queens had gone over to the other side, so the Spore was meant to be the hero. The Oracle gonna try and come in here. No Queens in the main. Oracle's just gonna chill in the corner for now. Phoenix is gonna start to clean up them Overlords, as a Robo and a Twilight Council will be what Paco has in store for us. Zergling is denying the third base from coming up, so that's going to be a bit delayed. The Phoenix is going to start to come around and get some scouting done. Roach Warren, as well as an Evolution Chamber to get those upgrades. Upgrades ever so important. They should never be forgotten, just like your children in the car. Never forget them, because that's illegal. Templar Archives looking for potentially an Archon drop, as we do have a Warp Prism being first. Stasis Ward going down, actually an excellently placed one, sacrificing one drone and delaying some mining time. A nice sneaky play from the Oracle that I honestly forgot was there. 2 probes have gone down. Not sure how. Probably from over here. But who's to really say? I can't. Workers relatively even. hinO is now supply blocked due to the Phoenix taking out all those Overlords. 4 are going to unsupply block him. Supplies even, and here comes the Archon drop over to the left side. I'm going to come into the main base. Units, 8 roaches out. That seems to be the perfect prime number. 8 is a prime number, guys. I take math courses. I would know. Archons are going to get dropped in and start to come into the main base. No roaches here yet, so actually going to be able to get a little bit of done. Going to get a queen, at least for their trouble. 4 workers already going down. 6, actually. Due to the splash damage the Archons do, a Stasis Ward going to come into the main mineral line as well, in case the workers come back and forget, but the roaches are going to probably come back and deal with it. The Archon's going to try and distract them and see if the Stasis Ward can get some damage done. Archons continuing to be dropped. 10 workers total going down. A nice trick, building a Spore Crawler just as the Stasis is triggered. Well done. 10 drones going down. Some excellent damage. hinO, however, still in the lead in workers. That Oracle chilling over here. These Archons going to get another Overlord. This Archon actually down to 8 HP. That was a little close for comfort. Roach is ready to deflect, but that Warp Prism is just going to head on home. Things are going to stabilize a bit from here, as both players, Paco feeling in a comfortable position. Dropping down them gates, getting charged, shield battery 2, observer, and just getting that production ramped up. Worker count is where hinO wants it for the meantime. Not looking to get a third base, it seems, but going for mass roach production as well as Ravagers. 8 on the way. He is looking to get aggressive and go for a nice big roach attack. His +1 missile attack is about to finish. Charge, however, is completed. This little band of musketeers is going to try and get some damage done, but little does Pacomike know that hinO is not building drones anymore, but is building units. 4 Archons, however, +2 Immortals is a lot to deal with, and the army is very out of position. 4 drones are instantly going to go down. The Zealots, half of them are going to get chewed up in the drone line, but some excellent splits are going to keep everything alive except for some Zealots. 3 Archons are still left. 2 have gone down, 2 remain. The Immortals are actually getting distracted by the hatchery, are not actually killing any of the roaches. This is really bad because the roaches are getting all on top of the Zealots and Archons. The Archons are very low on health, and the Immortals don't have much to tank and buffer against them. A lot of roaches and Ravagers still alive. The Warp Prism is going to try and juggle his way to victory. One of the Immortals is going to go down, and the other one's going to get saved and chased away. Many Ravagers remain, a total of 7, as well as 18 roaches. The army supplies are completely in favor of hinO, and he's going to march straight across the map. Little hope remains for Pacomike as he is down an upgrade, as well as many, many units. More Ravagers are going to be on the way as hinO parks himself right in between the 3rd and the main. Pacomike does have the high ground, but hinO has the biles. Immortals on either side are going to try and dance their way tango, but roaches haven't gone to dance school, so they are just going to run straight all over and step on these units' toes. The warp gate's going to get the thing that Overseers do. Some Zealots have been warped in to try and help with this. 2 Immortals remain. That is a lot of roaches and Ravagers. Immortals doing their best. Lings are coming in to support, as well as Queens have marched the way over. The Phoenix is going to try and be the hero and save the day, but it's not going to be enough. The Oracle has rejoined the party. The Lings have surrounded the Immortal here on the left side. Ravager biles streaming down on everything. The Oracle goes down. The Immortals trying their hardest with the shield battery, but it's not going to be enough. Ladies and gentlemen, hinO has done it. He has defeated Pacomike. GG is called, and that is your series. Congratulations, hinO. You are the Alpha Pro Series number 79 champion. What a game, what a series, what efforts. hinO showing he knows how to play this game. Folks, that was a fantastic series. And before I get into my closing, I have one more advertisement shout out for you, and it's from 24 Hour Fitness. Take a look.
Time is now, place is here to rest. Feeling the hose on my soul. I see, I like, I go, I get. No one can hold me back. I see, I like, I go, I get. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now. Go, I get, go, I get, go, I get now.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, everyone who came to watch. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, your time, your talent, and your love. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Congratulations again to hinO for his win of some money, though we do have a nice little loser's prize as well for Pacomike. Guys, keep watching, keep loving, check out our sponsors, 24 Hour Fitness and GameStop. They're amazing, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Go play some StarCraft. I'm Captain Canuck, aka the Real Winter Soldier, signing off, and I'll see you guys next time.
Nuclear missile ready.